I am pleased to present Senior Professor Sirimal Abeyratne, Professor in Economics, University of Colombo, to deliver the Convocation address today. He earned his bachelor's degree in economics from the University of Colombo, MA in economic policy and planning, an MPhil degree in development studies from the International Institute of Social Studies, The Hague, and PhD in economics from the Free University, Amsterdam. Currently, he is also serving as a member of the Committee on Economic Stabilization and Recovery, the Presidential Secretariat, the Chairman of Stakeholder Engagement Committee, the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, and the Chief Technical Advisor in Green Financing, UNDP Sri Lanka. Senior Professor Sirimal Abeyratne, the floor is yours.
The Vice Chancellor, Deans and the Directors, members of the academic staff and the administrative staff of the university, dear graduates and your family members and parents and friends, distinguished guests. Let me congratulate you on your achievement today, receiving the certificates on your achievement at the levels of diplomas, postgraduate diplomas and master's levels. What you have achieved today, and you are sitting here today because of a couple of decisions that you have made in the past. The decisions that you are going to make today onwards will also determine where you are going to be and what you would be in another 5 years' time, 10 years' time. So it is an important occasion to remember all these things. In guiding your future career, future life, I thought of introducing 2 words to you. If you, not just strange words, but if you keep pondering, reminding to yourself all the time, and then exploring more and more, that will guide your future. We love certificates, right? I have collected them too. But over the years, I realized that these certificates are important only at one occasion. It will unlock a door that you could not open earlier. And after that, those certificates don't matter, because you don't carry them showing that you have this certificate for postgraduate diploma or master's level or any other. You don't carry them showing here and there everywhere. But it's a proof that you have achieved a certain level of knowledge. So that's the first word I want to introduce to you, knowledge. Knowledge is what you have gathered, and you gather it formally in your learning, in your training, as well as throughout your lifetime from your experience. Knowledge. From the day that we are born on this earth, we gather knowledge. The greatest enemy of knowledge is not the ignorance. It is the illusion of knowledge. I have met many people who have that problem, illusion of knowledge. That means they think that they have knowledge and they pretend to have the knowledge, but actually they don't. The problem that we are having is actually when we improve our knowledge more and more, we begin to realize that how little we know. So when you have smaller knowledge, your perception is bigger about the knowledge, but when you improve it, you increase it, you expand it, and then the greater the knowledge that you have, the smaller the understanding about everything that you gather. So that you need to improve more and more knowledge. This certificate that you receive today is a proof that you have achieved a particular level of knowledge at postgraduate diploma level or master's level. The second word I want to introduce is wisdom. I don't know the relationship between the two, knowledge and wisdom. But I know that there is no one-to-one relationship. If it is the case, all the learned people should have wisdom. And we have seen that it is not the case. All the wise people should have learned people, and it is also not the case. We have seen that. But somewhere, somehow, there is a relationship. I'm not going to elaborate that relationship here, but I'm going to introduce what the wisdom is. The application of your knowledge. Well, everybody knows how to apply your knowledge, and everybody knows how to work, how to do things at home, how to do things at our workplace, how to talk, how to think, how to work, everything. Application of our knowledge, but that's not wisdom. How well you apply that knowledge? At what occasions you apply that knowledge? Sometimes you say the right thing in the wrong place. And wrong time. And to wrong people. It's not wisdom. Well, let me give you a simple example. We all know how to sit and write for an exam because we have done that many times, I guess. You have done that and I have done that. But everybody is doing that not in the same way. Let me think of a even simple activity, how to make a cup of tea. I think we all know how to make a cup of tea, although some of you have never done that. We know the theory, we know the technique, and we have the skills, and we have all these things combined together, the knowledge of making a cup of tea. But when you have a guest at home, you are going to apply that knowledge and to make a cup of tea. And I am sure that everybody would do that in many different ways. It's not that just making a cup of tea. It's the quality of tea. It's the way that you serve that tea. It is the instruments and cups and saucers that you select to serve that cup of tea. And it's the environment that you create for your guest. And it includes everything. Even though you have a cup of tea on the pavement in a boutique, And if you get the same cup of tea in a star-class hotel, two different environments, two different ways. That is the way that you apply your knowledge. Wisdom. Why I want to highlight this reality, because although we all have got knowledge, sometimes with classes, sometimes with at undergraduate level, we know first classes, second classes, even at postgraduate levels with distinctions, with merits and simple passes. But it does not make a difference at the time that when you are going to apply that knowledge. And sometimes those who have got the simple pass for their graduation, for their exams, they do well, they do better than those who have got the class pass. And sometimes those people who have got no degrees perform much better than those who have the degrees. And it also shows, in fact, some of us, we are going to even to work with people, and our employers sometimes do not have the qualification that we have, but of course they have the wisdom. That's why I say that there is no one-to-one relationship between these two, but you have the greater ability to use that knowledge to show your wisdom. The application of your knowledge in many different ways. So think about it in every activity that you are going to perform in the future. Not only in your office, but even at your home, even when you get dressed in the morning, when you present yourself at different occasions, when you walk and talk at different occasions, think about a better ways and smarter ways to do that. When you do that in a better way, that will also help you to be on the track and to improve your rest of your life. There is another important thing. It's not only for your benefit, it's for our benefits too, because people will say that he is a graduate from the University of Colombo. And we also share the credit. When you show your wisdom and the quality of the certificate that you carry through the application of that wisdom in your life, in your workplace, and everywhere, wherever you go. Thank you very much, and I congratulate all of you and wish you all the best.